This is the new Off-Grid Knives Grizzly V2, the second version of the Grizzly camp kitchen knife. Stress on kitchen. This would be a great camp knife for light duty camp chores, especially food prep. I have the original version of this, the V1, right here. I've shown this off on the channel a lot. I've taken this on vacation a lot. To a place we go in the summer that has a kitchen but always has really crappy knives. So I started taking this a few summers back when I got it. AUS-8 blade steel, a big, broad, thinly ground, thinly stocked blade, nice big handle, pretty decent weight, a high flat grind. Well, the V2 is a big improvement, and don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the V1, but I'm really digging the V2. So he meaning Cary Orifice of Off-Grid Knives, has done some redesigning. Now it's basically the same shape, about the same angle up front, except you get more belly on the new one. So the point is slightly higher on the new blade here, and it gives you a little bit more of a forgiving curve for rocking on a flat surface when you're doing food prep, and that's pretty much what this knife is. Fully flat ground like a kitchen knife usually is, and already a thin stock, so man, it comes to a very fine edge. And they've gone from AUS-8 on the old one to 14C28N, the Swedish Sandvik steel, a steel used a lot in Moras and other, bushcraft style knives. And this is not recommended for bushcraft, but it is recommended for, light duty camp chores. You could use this for clearing light brush and that kind of thing. I wouldn't baton it through wood, but you could definitely make kindling with it, I would bet. Taken the handle and slenderized it and contoured it. It's very nice in hand. This is good. It's a little not blocky, but because it is nicely contoured, but this is a pretty big, solid, rounded off handle, and this has these double scoops. It's very comfortable, actually, very comfortable. Taken the jimping and expanded them by half, I guess. Yeah, they've doubled the amount of jimping there, so you have a lot more for your thumb to grip onto if you have big thumbs or you're reaching way up there to power through something. I think the 14C28N is a great choice, especially over AUS-8. AUS-8, but I mean, for kitchen purposes, this has been great. AUS-8 though is known to be a little bit soft, softer than this, and I don't know, seems like this is an all-around better blade steel, this being 14C28N. There's the cool Off-Grid logo. I like that there's a lot of sharpening life here. You could sharpen up to there, and then I guess you could just carve out your own sharpening choil and continue to sharpen like substantially high up that blade. It's so thin. Let me show you the other versions that Cary sent me. Now this one has a really improved sheath too. Let me show you the two sheaths here. Now this one is I'm thinking of a different knife. This is an improvement, the new sheath, but this isn't as vast an improvement as on the new Ridgeback. But this is the new sheath with that dangler, great belt thing with the Velcro and the snap. So you don't have to take off your belt, but you'll have a positive attachment there. And then a great push off. Here there's sort of a hint of a push off, or you could use it for a push off, but this one is explicitly for that purpose. And for something that's dangling and that in a sheath that has great retention, you definitely want one of those push things, thumb rams there on the sheath. Otherwise, you have to reach around with your other hand, hold the sheath down, and then tug the knife out. And that's just a, that's just a first year move, you know what I mean? Oh, also, instead of the sort of harsh ribbed G10 handles, they're not harsh, but they definitely, they're meant to stay in your hand when they're wet. This is now contoured and smooth and very nicely done. So I'll show you the other models now, other configurations. This one is I just so happen to be carrying this today. This is the Off-Grid Knives. Oh, I cut some dinner with it. But this is the Off-Grid Knives Stinger XL in that same coloration. I love that color combination there. And then lastly, one of those. So satin, dark wash, or blackout he calls them. So this is the new Off-Grid Grizzly V2. I absolutely love the V1, as I've already said numerous times now. So I'm very excited. Have not used this yet, but I think it'll be great with that increased belly, the increased jimping, the increased contouring, and decreased weight on the handle, and the increased grind, the full flat grind on this is going to be great. So check that out. They are available now.